The Internet 2.0. Your attention has been mined, packaged, and sold for over a decade. The social media platforms you use aren't the product, you are. This model, this centralized system where you are the raw material, is obsolete. It's fragile, inefficient, and it's breaking down. Most people will only notice when it's too late, but we're not most people. We operate on first principles. Today, we're going to deconstruct the architecture of the next internet. This isn't a forecast, it's a technical breakdown of a system already being deployed. We will cover the flaws of the current system, the protocols of the new one, and how you can shift from being a user to being an owner. Pay attention. The rules of the game are changing.
The centralization trap. To understand where we're going, you first have to diagnose the flaws in the current system. The internet you use today, Web 2.0, is built on a simple architecture, centralization. Think of it as a kingdom. A few powerful companies, the kings, own the digital land. Facebook, Google, Amazon. You are a tenant on their land. This architecture has three fundamental weaknesses. First, your data is not your own. It's a liability you hand over to a third party. Every photo, message, and search query is stored on a corporate server. You don't own it, you don't control it. This creates a massive single point of failure. When their database is breached, it's your data that leaks. They own the asset, but you carry the risk. Second, you operate by permission. The platform dictates the rules. They control who sees your content through an algorithm you can't inspect. They can change the terms of service overnight. They can remove your account, your audience, and your digital footprint without your consent. You have no true sovereignty because you are building on rented land. The landlord can evict you at any time for any reason. Third, the value is extracted from you. You are the one creating the content, building the networks, and generating the engagement. You do the work. The platform, the central authority, captures almost all of the financial upside. Your attention is the raw material that fuels their advertising engine. You are the unpaid workforce building their multi-billion-dollar empire. This isn't an accident. It's the business model. The centralization trap is a system designed to offer convenience in exchange for control. It's efficient for the owner, but it makes the user a dependent, a resource to be managed and monetized. This fragile top-down model has reached its operational limits, and it's being replaced.
The decentralization protocol. To understand the solution, you must respect the problem. The core weakness of the current internet is its reliance on a central server. A single point of control is a single point of failure. It's a target. Decentralization is the architectural countermeasure. Forget abstract terms. Let's use a simple model. Imagine a bank keeps its one and only master ledger in a single vault. That's the centralized model of Web 2.0. It's efficient, but if someone breaks into that vault or the banker decides to change the records, the entire system is compromised. All power and all vulnerability is in one location. Now, imagine a different system. Instead of one master ledger in a vault, we give an identical, cryptographically sealed copy of the ledger to every single person in the network, thousands of them. This is a distributed ledger. When you want to make a transaction, you don't ask a central banker for permission. You broadcast your request to the entire network. Everyone checks their copy of the ledger to verify you have the funds. If the request is valid according to the system's rules, everyone updates their own ledger at the same time. The new transaction is locked in, linked to the one before it, across thousands of independent copies simultaneously. This design creates two critical properties. First, it's resilient. There is no central vault to attack. To destroy the system, you'd have to find and destroy the majority of all the ledgers at the exact same time. It's operationally impossible. Taking down one node, or even 100, does nothing. The network heals itself and continues. Second, it's trustworthy without requiring you to trust any single person. The truth of the ledger isn't determined by a single authority,
It's confirmed by a massive consensus of all participants. To fake a transaction, you'd have to convince thousands of independent computers to accept a lie, all while they are programmed to verify the truth. This is the protocol. It's a system for creating a shared, secure, and verifiable source of truth without a central coordinator. It replaces institutional trust with mathematical verification. This is the base layer, the new foundation, on which everything else will be built.
The AI integration layer. Right now, the AI you interact with works for a corporation. The algorithm that feeds you videos, the assistant that listens to your commands, their primary objective is not to serve you, it's to serve the platform by keeping you engaged, collecting your data, and selling you things. It's a tool pointed at you. That entire model is about to be inverted. The next layer of the internet isn't just a collection of decentralized apps, it's an intelligent execution layer that sits on top of them. Think of it as a personal AI agent that works exclusively for you. This isn't just an assistant, it's your digital proxy in this new environment. Its only loyalty is to your objectives. Let's make this practical. Today, if you want to plan a trip, you manually operate a dozen different applications. You search flights on one site, book a hotel on another, find a rental car on a third, and check reviews on a fourth. You are the human processor, stitching together services that don't talk to each other. With an integrated AI layer, your command is simple. Plan a trip to Berlin for the first week of October, optimize for a non-stop flight under $1,200, and book a hotel in the mid-district with a gym. Cross-reference my calendar for conflicts, and use my stored credentials to execute. Your AI agent then interfaces with all the necessary decentralized protocols, flight booking, accommodation networks, payment systems, and executes the entire sequence on your behalf. It doesn't just search, it acts. It doesn't serve you ads, it executes your orders. This extends to everything. It can manage your digital assets, rebalancing your portfolio based on preset rules. It can scan your communications, summarizing key intelligence and filtering out noise. It becomes the universal interface for a complex digital world, translating your intent into machine execution. The critical difference is ownership and control. This AI is yours. It runs on your behalf, using your data which you own, with permissions you grant. It's not a corporate tool designed to extract value from you. It's your operational asset, designed to project your will onto the network. This is the shift from being a passive user of AI to a strategic commander of it.
The ownership economy. For the last 20 years, you've been a digital tenant. You don't own your profile on social media, you rent it. You pour your time, creativity, and data into building it, but at the end of the day, the platform is the landlord. They can change the terms, raise the rent by showing you more ads, or evict you entirely without reason. You build zero equity. When you leave with nothing. The ownership economy flips this model on its head. It's the difference between renting an apartment and owning a house. This entire system is built on a simple but powerful technological shift, moving from private company databases to public verifiable ledgers or blockchains. Think of a blockchain as a global property records office. It's not owned by anyone, but it's secured by everyone. It publicly and permanently registers who owns what. The what, in this case, are digital assets, represented by tokens. An NFT isn't just a picture of an ape. It is a cryptographically secure title deed. It is irrefutable proof, logged in the public record, that you and only you own a specific digital item. Let's make this practical. Consider a video game. In the old model, you spent 1,000 hours earning a rare sword. That sword exists only in the company's private database. When you quit the game, that asset is deleted. Your investment of time and money evaporates. In the ownership economy, that sword is an NFT. It's your property. You can sell it on an open market to another player. You could potentially use it in a different game built on the same standard. You could even use it as collateral for a loan in a decentralized finance application. The asset has real-world value because you have real ownership, independent of the platform that created it. This applies to everything. For creators, instead of taking a small percentage of ad revenue from a platform, you can sell 1,000 tokenized shares of your next video
directly to your audience. Your supporters are no longer just viewers, they become stakeholders who benefit directly from your success. This is the fundamental re-architecture. It's a shift from digital feudalism to a digital free market. You stop being a user who generates value for a platform and become an owner who builds equity for yourself. Your data, your content, and your online identity become your property, not your landlord's.
So the transition is clear. We are moving from a digital world where you are the product to one where you are the proprietor. The shift from centralized platforms to decentralized protocols, amplified by AI, isn't just a trend. It's the next logical step in network architecture. Understanding this system isn't optional. It's a tactical necessity. If you are serious about mastering the systems that run the world, subscribe to Capital Sanctum. We build operators, not observers.